For those who think estate cars are not cool, there is a new concept, and it's from Porsche.
The Porsche Taycan Cross Turismo combines the high voltage performance of the electrifying Taycan Saloon car with an added chunk of stylish estate car practicality. On first acquaintance, it seems it's the same car as before, yet with a longer roof and a raised ride height and a shot of off-road capability. Yet with this new variant, has the German maker strayed away from that fabled Porsche driving dynamic and made their first electric SUV? Or are we in for another high voltage drive of our lives? Well, why not join me, Roger Bailey, to find out.
And should you wish to take a close-up look at this latest 4S model, or any other Porsche model for that matter, why not do what I did and head right over to the UK's most agreeable official Porsche dealership, Porsche Centre Chester. You'll find a link to them in the description below. This latest Porsche Taycan isn't just ultra modern in appearance, it is ruggedly handsome, super cool, and hints at a promise of an executive jet kind of travelling experience. However, is this fine looking form actually an estate car? I don't think so. A shooting brake perhaps? Maybe, but only if someone could tell me what that actually is. Or one of those crossover type cars perhaps. Whatever the answer, this is undoubtedly a bit of a looker. A car which spans several categories combining sports car performance, grand tourer comfort, carry-all practicality, and one giving all the benefits pledged by a zero-emissions electric car. From every viewing angle, this is clearly a Porsche. The already smart Taycan front end has received a few improving tweaks, while the rear end is a masterclass in designing out boxiness, giving us a squat, powerful, shrink-wrapped kind of look. Climb inside and we find there are hints at the car's go-anywhere aspirations, with an optional compass with altitude display and a switch marked gravel, a switch we will deploy in just a few moments. The overall design language here is classic and simple and recalls other Porsche models, and as you might expect, there are many options for covering the interior surfaces in a range of rich materials and colour schemes. And of course there's a long list of other luxury options, including massaging seats, 4-zone climate control and an enlightening fully glassed roof. Porsche's signature 3 sensor dials are present, noticeably lacking a rev counter here of course, as there are no gears or no engine to rev. All the dials are fully digital and there are high definition screens everywhere with haptic buttons for changing air suspension settings, ride height and many other things. Sadly, there are no physical buttons present, making climate control adjustments an ongoing frustration and a bit of a distraction. Easy and delightful to adjust and to spend time in are the gorgeous looking and supportive seats. The whole feel and ambience inside this classy, uncluttered cabin is one of state-of-the-art luxury. Yet, is this a state-of-the-art off-road vehicle, I hear you thinking? Well, I think it's time we dive straight in and straight out along a convenient rally stage I've just come across, like you do here in North Wales. Sitting 20mm higher than a standard Taycan and 30mm if you option in the off-road pack, we have a pretty handy rally stage vehicle here, one which will find good traction even on soggy grass, and it can even grapple around a few rocks should your travels bring you upon a quarry in need of exploration. But let's not get too carried away here. Yes, Porsche has engineered a car to do the business off-road, but the raised ride height and plastic cladding are still more of a lifestyle touch. It is on-road where Porsche has shown the rest of the electric car world the way to go. in terms of handling and all-out driving pleasure. And just like all Taycan models, the Cross Turismo will serve you up the drive of your EV life. Being able to draw upon its mighty motorsport department, Porsche has dialed in an on-road driving experience like no other electrical car out there. Just like all Porsche cars, the tyres bite into the road surface and never threaten to let go, allowing you to flick your wrists to jink the car left and to the right with absolute precision. And there's the huge amount of grunt from the twin motors, and there's massive four-wheel drive grip for powering out of the corners. This is pure, undiluted Porsche driver dynamics. This is the EV sports car future. So, what are the Taycan's downsides? Well, of course, the obvious and well-publicised issue at the moment is getting all that huge energy potential into the car's liquid-cooled battery using today's car charging infrastructure. Owners simply must have a home charger installed for replenishing after each trip, and if you plan to head off further than 100 miles away from your driveway, careful planning that journey's recharging stops is absolutely essential. Aside from the charging situation, I don't believe there's any electric car out there to better the Taycan right now. Yes, it's a Porsche, and yes, it's expensive, and therefore it should be impressive. But many never expect the Taycan to be so sports car-like, and here in Cross Turismo format, able to add a decent helping of practicality with a fair amount of off-road ability. Porsche has delivered here once again in grand style. Not only is it the future here with us today in terms of electric propulsion, but it delivers all the driving engagement and capability we have come to expect from all Porsche badged vehicles.
If you are buying a Taycan because it's effectively a more practical electric 911, the Cross Turismo isn't going to distract you. If it's a sports car driving experience you're after, the Cross Turismo's ride height, weight and practicality make no sense. But for most, this is now surely the Taycan body style to go for, given its increased versatility and few obvious compromises. There's also a Turbo S, which is phenomenally fast and phenomenally expensive, meaning the 4S is the obvious one to go for. As a do-anything, sporty, high-quality electric car, it is brilliant. As an estate car, it's a bit flawed, but this isn't an estate car. It is instead an enticingly unique proposition. You see, what we have now is the inimitable Porsche Taycan Cross Turismo. So, thank you for watching. If you've liked this video, please feel free to click the like button, as in doing so it will tell YouTube to recommend it to more people, and comments are always welcomed. I read every single one and I'll reply to most. And if you haven't already, please think about subscribing. And if you hit this little notification bell, you'll know when I've uploaded the next video.
And I really don't know how to feel again, yeah. I don't really know anymore how to feel something again.